You know, sometimes weird, unexplainable things just happen, and it's creepy. That's why I'm sitting here today. I sleep with a Bible next to my bed because I'm freaked out all the time. But anyways, guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lita. Sorry, that's not my intro. Hey guys, what's up? It's Lita. Today, I told you guys what I wanted to do last time I uploaded, which was a paranormal experiences video thing. And that's what I'm doing. Let's just get right into it because I don't want to stall very much because I don't have much memory on my phone. I just want to give a little bit of a backstory real quick. Story number one has a lot of explaining to do because I lived in a very, very weird house. I think most of my stories are going to come from there because honestly, I would never want to go back there in my life. I moved into a house when I was in first grade, I think. So I was about 7. It was an older house. It had been, I don't know what year it was built or anything, probably in the 60s. We got it for pretty cheap. In this house, for all the years that I lived there, I used to get these nightmares about this specific guy. He had very dark hair and he had a very scruffy face and he was white. But he would always appear in my dreams, and one in particular that I remember was when there was just a whole bunch of bobbleheads of him, and I was like screaming for my dad because he had already went out and there was a box holding the door open, but I couldn't get the door open. It was like being held shut even though there was a box like in between the door where it closes. And that's one of my most vivid dreams. But anyways, so this house was creepy and it gave me nightmares and it was just reoccurring. Obviously something was going on in this house. One story in particular freaked me out, and it wasn't about this guy actually. It was weird because I woke up in the middle of the night, and I hate waking up in the middle of the night. It freaks me out. I was sleeping with my dad at the time because my aunt was staying at our house and my dad didn't want me like sleeping downstairs. But I always scan the room, even though I know I shouldn't because I'll see things that I don't want to. I scanned the room and I looked around and I didn't have to look far. I look up and over my dad and I just see this boy looking back at me, and he looked like misty, like blue and glowing, but he looked like if you went out to touch him, you would just, your hand would go right through. And he just stood there staring back at me, and I was so scared. I didn't say anything, I just laid back down and I covered myself up until I fell back asleep because I didn't want it to talk to me, I didn't want it to move, I didn't want anything to do with this thing. Another thing that happened was it was in the same house, in the same bed, but nobody was with me. My dad was working late and my uncle was watching me, and he was out in the living room, but I was laying down trying to go to sleep. As I was laying down and trying to relax, I was just staying still and I heard someone like right here. Hi, my name is. And before I let it say a name, I was out. I bolted so fast out of that room. I don't think that any other human being could have ran as fast as I did at that moment. It was a little girl though. It wasn't the same little boy. It was a little girl. The next one I'm going to tell you about is actually from where I live now. And this is kind of a more intricate story. I don't know. My mom came to visit me. We were alone. And we decided to go outside to just get some fresh air. The back door is through a bathroom and through the laundry room. And there was obviously nothing blocking it when we went out. But as I was shutting the door, I could hear like a box move, is what it sounded like. And we were out there talking for a few minutes and we tried to go back in and I opened the door, but something's in front of it. A cardboard box had moved from the side of the dryer in front of the door and was blocking my way in. What? But when we went around to the front to go and see what had happened, we get back there and we check it out. There is nothing in front of the door. Nothing blocking our way in. There's nothing there. I tried to open the doorknob and it won't twist. Like, it's stuck. It will not go. My mom tries to open it. It won't go. It was jammed. We went into the living room and just watched TV because we didn't want to deal with that. I went back there sometime later. I jiggled it a couple times and it opened. like, okay. I feel like things follow me. It freaks me out. It really does. Back to the original story though, in that house that I used to live in. I lived in there for a lot of years and I could always feel something. That house was not normal. Something went down in that house. I am not kidding. Because that man that used to always show up in my dreams would be the most horrific dreams. The one that I was telling you about with the box in front of the door, I woke up and I was screaming for my dad. Like, I could not scream. And I had another dream about him, about that guy. And for some reason, he was a convicted child sex offender. And he drove by my house. And I started freaking out. I just started crying. Like, I was so scared and I don't know why. I was like, oh my god, he saw me. My dad was like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. My dad goes into the house and then the screen door locks behind him and I can't get inside and I'm screaming and I'm crying, and that house was just horrible. And one thing I want to point out is that my mom went to a psychic. I don't know like how many of you believe in psychics, but this is important to the story because it honestly explains a lot. They said that there was like witchcraft or voodoo that happened in there because like there was a lot of dark forces they could feel. I would never go back there in my life. If you guys have any really creepy like stories that you want to share, put it down in the comments. I love reading things like that. I find it interesting even though I'm scared crapless. I love it, but it scares me. I hate when things happen to me. A lot of you want me to do the milk challenge for some reason. I don't really want to, but if like somebody does it with me, or if you go and you follow my Twitter and go retweet the tweet that says, if this gets 5 retweets, then I will do the milk challenge. Then I will do that for you guys. If you liked this video, show me, give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for me, put it down in the comments because I want to know what you guys want. And even if it's disgusting, like the milk challenge, go ahead, like pitch your idea, it's fine. All my social medias are always in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like me, go check out my other videos because I don't always make videos like this. I'm pretty random. You know, I don't really do anything very strict. I'll see you in the next video, my penguins. But anyways, I don't know.